Hey, all right, here we are playing a little bit of Minecraft therapy, and today we have a plan. I've been doing a lot of trees, growing them up and chopping them down, and we got lots of materials. Turned them into the super logs, where it's like every side is bark, and now we're gonna make some trees for our swamp, and I have an idea for the tree. I went mining a little bit and I got some copper, so there's some copper rods hanging out and about, dotted about this place so we don't burn down everything that's made out of wood. And so I'm thinking, we make some of these trees different than we've ever made a tree before. And these trees are going to be spiral trees. They're going to be spiral swamp trees. And so my idea is that we're going to build a dirt pillar in the middle. So what do we got? We got 1, 2 blocks, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. All right. That's a pretty big tree, right? Well, that's where we're going to start. And we drop back down, and we're going to go ahead and we could do this random where we pick a side to start with, or we could just pick a direction. I know this is north. Pretty sure, yeah, this is north. Let's just it doesn't matter. We'll just start north. So the idea is that we're going to make it spiral around this dirt pillar all the way up to the top. And that's going to be the tree base. It's going to corkscrew around. And we're just going to make it kind of like so. Nothing super fancy. You know how like the achachi tree, it's got like some diagonals in it and it holds together. So does this one. At least this is my concept. And then we're gonna delete the dirt blocks as we go. And then from here, we reached our top, and our top is going to be where the tree starts to branch down. And to branch down and around, I'm thinking we put a dirt block, so wherever this last one goes, pointing away from the tree, so the tree is spirals up, but then the weight of the tree's branches is going to be what kind of pull it. It's all going to come off to one side. So I guess it'd be good to rotate these. Yeah, so they're not all the same direction. Although that would show like a wind variety variation in it. That would be kind of neat. So let's see, we'll have the first block come up here, and then we'll do 3 up, and then from the 3 up it'll be 1 up here, and then it'll start going down again. And I can't very well make in modded Minecraft let you put a block underneath a block. This is not modded Minecraft. So we'll have to fix that. So we'll go through this way, get rid of all this stuff here. And we've reached the bottom. Kind of looks sparse. Might have to put something here to fill it out, or not. I don't know. We're making things different here. We'll see. Might be able to put like some grass, or I don't know. So we need to make it so that it can come down for the branch, and then we'll have the leaves come down off the branch. So it's going to go 3 up, 3 down, and then tear out as it comes down, and then it'll be like a bunch of, bush leaves down here at the bottom. So it's going to be a goofy looking tree, but it's going to be different. That's the thing. Can't have everything be the same. And a lot of things that you can't have the same in life is your interactions with other people. A lot of people will expect a certain type of interaction. It is very common knowledge that if somebody says something to you, you have to reply back to them, no matter what. Even if you are, say, just trying to keep your everything together. So say you're having like a mild cardiac arrest, and you're just trying to focus in on your breathing, making sure that you don't crap your pants, and you're just trying to stay in the zone. You're just trying to level yourself out. Um, just trying to stay there. And when somebody calls you out for not replying to them, like say if they were to say hello or goodbye or some, one of those greetings where it doesn't really matter, where people basically just hold you hostage by their greeting. If that happens in real life, you're supposed to. It's the law of the land. You're supposed to reply to them no matter what you got going on. And I am very opposed to that being held hostage for simple greetings. I don't like saying hello to people. I don't like saying goodbye. I especially don't like saying goodbye. I mean, there's granted there's reasons and why you would want to or have to or need to. It's almost like a social obligation. But you know what? Sometimes you might very well be in a place where you just can't do that right now. And I think I've been there a few times lately. And it's like trying to explain to somebody you don't like to walk across the street. And they'd say, like, what? What do you mean you don't like to walk across the street? Well, I don't like to walk in front of vehicles. Like, say you're at a crosswalk or whatever, and there's a vehicle. Let's see here. This is branch is gonna start coming down, and we'll do it 2, and then we'll branch it out. Diagonally, I guess. So we'll do a dirt block, and then we need the diagonal to be off to the side of it. So yeah, it's going to be like that, and then dirt block off to the side of it. Boop. And then like that. Yep. All right, so that's 3. Maybe we'll make it come down 5. So dirt block off to the side. And then, oh, it's getting dark on me. Build yourself up higher. Okay, and then we'll do our log here. But anyway, being held hostage for, simple interactions with people is not necessarily fun. And I don't like walking in front of vehicles. So I prefer to, like, when the driver, they see me and I make eye contact with them, I'll, like, pretend that I'm walking down the street, that I'm actually not going to go down. So say there is a road, a corner of a street. And say this is the street right here. Or boop 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 boop. All right, and then there's another street here. Boop 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 boop. Okay, and I'm walking down the street. Dut, 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 and it goes this way and it goes this way as well. So it's a regular street. We have our car. It's coming down the road like this. And I need to walk over this way. What I'll do is I'll attack the creeper. Go away. I'm trying to explain my crossing the street like a maniac. I can't take up this. Okay, well, we'll ditch the bones. We'll grab we'll grab the gunpowder. Yeah, the black powder. All right, so here's the car. He's cruising along. He's going this way, and I'm walking along this way. And when I get to the crosswalk, I actually need to go this way. If I stop right here when he's right here, he's gonna be like waving me along, like, "Hey, dude, you can come this way. You can cross now. And then I'd cross. What I'll do is I'll look over, I'll see that this guy, and be like, I gotta time this out correctly. So what I'll do is I'll just walk this way instead. And then when I catch it in the peripheral of my vision that this guy is no longer here and he is, this way, then I'll turn around and then I'll walk back this way and cross the street and not have to worry about walking in front of the vehicle. These are the kind of reasons and things that I don't have a real job. I can't deal with real people. So, that kind of psychosis, where you try to avoid, walking in front of vehicles, it becomes like sort of like a tick or like a crazy psychosis. And that crazy psychosis leads into other things, and part of that is not being part and parcel of your everyday hello and goodbye. So some people are really hung up on saying hello and goodbye and other such things like saying I love you and tell me you love me back. And let's make a... Is there an Enderman angry somewhere? I looked at him, I did. I think you beat him up, didn't you? Is he coming back for us? Alright, let's take out this guy. So, I mean, in their defense, that's just what people do. Go get him. Don't let him beat me up. So in the other person's defense, the victim of my eccentricities is like they're just doing their thing, they have to put up with me already. Why do they have to put up with me not answering them? Well, there's a whole host of reasons why. One, I don't particularly enjoy it, and two, I could very well be having a mild like heart attack kind of type thing. maybe it's like, what's it called? An anxiety attack. Maybe it's a stroke. Maybe it's dementia. I don't know. All I know is that sometimes you just need to like triage the situation. And part of triaging the situation is focusing in on the thing that you need to take care of first. And what do you need to take care of first? Well, you need to take care of yourself first. And so if you need to take a moment of your time in your life to breathe, to think, to clear your mind, to zone in on the situation, to acclimate to your job, then do so without having to step on anyone else's toes or ruin their day or whatever. The concept of relying on other people to make yourself feel better is not unknown to me. I understand that that people since the dawn of time have needed to feel as though that they are they're seen and wanted and recognized for who they are, and they deserve some sort of recognition, just like in the military, where people get saluted. The same concept exists in the world that we live in, where people demand recognition for who they are, what they've done, and need to be addressed in some sort of manner. And, wouldn't you know it, I'm not particularly a fan of that process. And when I'm in a place where I need to focus in on me, I triage that. That's an easy one. It's easy enough to me to say hello and goodbye. It's in my ability. I have the language center. I know how it works. But not every single time does it matter. You don't have to make a big deal about everything. You know, like how you'd see like a in the movies or a cartoon or something, and there'd be like a foreign person, like a French person or something, and I don't know nationalities very well. And they would like greet somebody by like kissing them on the face, and giving them a big hug or something, and that's just the regular greeting. Like I am very opposed to that greeting. I would rather not be touched. I've never been a big fan of it, and people get really bent on that, needing to interact with you in some sort of way. And I'm not there. That's not me. We definitely need to make something so these spirals feel a little more grown together, I think. Um, I'm guessing we can L range them so we can come out and do it like this. This does bulk it up a little bit. I like this. This works. And we'll come up like this. Anyway, we're dealing with trying to survive in a world with expectations on how you're supposed to present yourself. Huh. Present yourself. Anyway, that's my therapy bit, I guess. Besides just building this tree, is just trying to deal and understand with how people's perception of social interactions. I if you have a job where you have to constantly interact with people in some sort of official capacity all the time, then by all means, yes sir, no sir, whatever. But if you don't have to, and it's not formal, I don't believe that that it needs to be addressed in any sort of like meaningful manner. Let's get a look at this thing from a distance a little bit. It looks terrible, but that's what we're going for. Two branches coming down, and I guess. All right, let's throw some leaves up on this thing and see where we get. So for the leaves, I want this thing to be thick. I want it to be heavy. So part of it being heavy is going to be, let's see here. Let's get up on a little scaffolding. Come on, let's go up, up, up. I can't build scaffolding very well today. We'll make this bottom block here. We'll have it surrounded, I guess, on all angles. Coming out except for the direction that it just came from. Maybe leave this one free and then have the rest of them coming down. And then let's see. Let's block this out like this, and then all right, well that's a good start for the base of the bush. And possibly even have some smaller branches coming out too. So I haven't used fence posts, I think, yet to make smaller branches, but maybe we will here. So we dropped it down, we made it bulkier. Let's go ahead and do, let's see here, three coming down. That's a good thickness. And then branch it out a little bit. So come off on the edge of these like so, and then put a stick coming down off of each one of these, kinda. Yeah, let's try that out. Let's get some of the crap out of our inventory. I get very ambitious. I'm like, all right, now it's time to make trees. Let's just load up with all the stuff that we're gonna use. And I forget that we're still defending ourselves from all the critters and monsters, and all that stuff fills up the inventory fairly quickly as well. So my mistake. Because I still want to collect materials while I'm here cruising around. Let's see here, arrows here. And then let's build. See, we're using jungle wood right now. Let's grab some sticks. And then regular jungle log, not turned into the super log. We'll turn it into planks. And then we will take those planks and is it like this? That's the fence. Yeah, perfect. Let's see here. Modded lets you have like a little balance button. So I don't have that here. There we go. And then we'll put the rest of this stuff back. See here, this goes here, that goes there, and then this goes here. All right, cool. And then we could probably take a little nap again. And I guess there's a reason why we don't hang out with anybody. We do everything solo. It's probably because we're just not good people for being around other people. That's life. You know, there's billions of people on this planet, and you'd be led to believe that that there is people that would be like in a group, or you know, that would be akin to your personality type, or you know, your lifestyle or whatever. What they call them, like a soulmate. And I would very much disagree. I would say that 100% that some people, very much like me, I'd say, just don't have. They shouldn't be around other people. That's all it is. And let's see here. Let's do these coming down like that. Maybe like that, and then have another cluster coming out of them so that they bulk out some more. Let's see here, like this, and then bulk this way. And then this one here comes down, and then, come on, give me my scaffolding back. That comes out like that. And then, as for the bottom of this, does it touch the ground or not? Let's see. Like, and we could do, like, so this is a very uniform, like, tree. Like, there's not a lot of randomness to this. And maybe we could just we'll keep this style here, but then in the future we could try to figure out random variants. We'll just use this as like a starting point, and then develop like a pattern, or like a something to work with. Not having them touch the ground seems like a pretty good way to go, I think. Although, I mean, it is being weighed down. Maybe we can have it so that the center bit is touching the ground, so that it like this, and then this one there. All right, so from a distance, that's one arm, and that's the tree bent over. Do we want to add any other vegetation to this? I think so. Jungle trees have like the vines growing over them and stuff like that. And I feel like that might be beneficial to flesh out how this looks, to have that stuff hanging from all this. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll start like the vines up on the top of this, and maybe up on the top branch of this here, and see if we can get it to grow around these. I think that would be neat. But for now, I'd say that was a good therapy session. Whatever. Get some stuff off your chest. A little update for the world. We did update the portal here, so now it's more football like. I think I mentioned that the last time, was that I think I wanted it wider, so I did. Made it wider, put some more flames on the top. So now it's granted it was supposed to be an eye, and it still is kind of like an eye, but it almost like has like eyebrows to it, and then two little eyes to the side. But like in the end, it works. Come through, bloop bloop. Let's see here. What did we mess up? It's supposed to be like a cross, a plus sign. Oh, this one needs to go away. Boop. There. So then you look up and you see the fire between. Yeah, let's do that. Like that. Okay. Now let's have a look at it. Perfect. But that's all the progress that we've made. We did lots of cutting of trees, growing and cutting trees, so that we had lots of wood and leaves to make these custom trees. And then we'll just spread them out around this area. We'll do a bunch of the firefly bushes and stuff. Add some more lily pads in the mix, and mushrooms. See if we can get some more mushrooms to grow. I think it has to be like a low level. Fill in some of these holes, some of these creeper holes right here and over here. Fill in those. And oh no, we have guests. Well, anyway, this has been a little bit of Minecraft therapy. Take luck, take care. This is me saying goodbye, even though I hate saying goodbye. I don't believe that things should have an ending, because life just keeps going. It's kind of pointless. So, yeah. Later.